seeing pink too, because I haven't seen some pink in a while, man. I mean, a guy in my condition, liberal, you know, doesn't do very well in this town. Not to mention, you know, girls don't like getting makeup all down there, you know, but I tell them I'm not afraid to get my nose red. But we have a wonderful show for you tonight. I'm looking around. I see a lot of good-looking dames out in the audience. I see some gentlemen. I see some new faces. I see a lot of old faces. I see a lot of regulars. You know, those weird horn dogs with their hands in their pocket and that glazed look in their eye. You know? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. The acts haven't started yet. Keep them where I can see them. All right. No, but seriously, we have a wonderful show for you tonight. I got a couple things I want to run through with you. Do you know how to whistle? Can I hear you whistle? It's all right. I wouldn't hire you, but you're doing all right. Can I hear you hoot and holler? Can I hear you howl like a wolf in the wild? Very briefly, can I explain to you why it is appropriate to do those things here and not in other scenarios? What you are about to see are a troupe of ladies performers who have agreed to come up here and perform for you. And you can cheer them and you can encourage them and you can hoot and you can holler and you can howl like a wild animal. But when you see them while you're sitting on your porch drinking your delicious natural light, and they've got a bag over their shoulders and a cell phone in their hands, they're not fucking performing, man. Now I do this, I give this spiel every time we have a show. It's not rocket science. But literally, I've lived in this town long enough. I've seen people learn rocket science faster than they figured this out. So let's get wise and remember how to love and respect each other, right? It's almost Valentine's Day and that's what it's all about. Now I'm gonna shut up because you didn't come here to look at my ugly mug. I'm gonna introduce our first performer of the evening. Now to call her a powerhouse in the world of burlesque would be a wild understatement. I like to think of her as more of a brick powerhouse in the world of burlesque. She's a mysterious and sensual goddess who haunts the dreams of worldly, dirty sailors and holy celibate priests alike. She's magnificent. She's splendid. She's our rock, and your play look. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I prefer the slow jazz. My routine actually is, it's been deemed too risque for CASA. They won't let me perform it. Yeah, it's actually, I perform it on my own every night between the hours of 2 and 3 a.m. There's a really nice venue in between Tony's and Sablocki's across the street. If you want a ticket, just, you know, let me know. She gets 2 honks from my horn. And those are just the ones you guys get to hear. We got a lot of special treats for you tonight. I do want to remind you, please, you know, you can take pictures of me all you want. I'll even give you one of these. But as far as the rest of the performers are concerned, I ask for no photography after the tops come out. When the pasties come out, your phones go down. And if I don't see it happening, I'm going to lay down the law. I may not look tough, but I'm slow. So, look over there on Union Street. So let's get to it. We have our first guest performer of the evening tonight. I love the characters I get to meet in this gig from all over the world. Tonight he's coming all the way from Toledo, Ohio. That song makes me feel weird. The The kids told me that's called a banger. They call that a banger. Are we having fun? Are we getting warmed up? I love that. Love it. How you doing over here, guy? Oh, he's distracted. You got yourself a Valentine, don't you? Girl, you're lucky. He's got this cute, like, you guys probably can't see him. He's got this cute, like, young Philip Seymour Hoffman thing going. I would boogie down with his nights, you know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. PHS. Alright, we got a lot more fun. Speaking of dead celebrities, we got a lot of fun, light things happening tonight. We got our next act. We got a lot of special occasions tonight. We got some anniversaries in the house. Our next act is celebrating her 1-year debut with Moonstruck Burlesque. 364 days ago on this very stage, you were all treated to something very remarkable. She took a brief hiatus due to a rough fight she got in with a grizzly bear. But she's fully healed. You should see the bear, by the way. And she's not gonna let a few stitches and scars slow her down. She returns tonight to reclaim her rightful place on the stage and show us that a mild injury only serves to make the sexy stronger and the strong sexier. The fierce, the grindy. Thank you. We all roll. Hey, Metal. My internet. Guys, I'll say it time and fucking again. If you don't have respect, you don't fucking belong here. Yeah. Keep your hands to yourself, keep your eyes on the stage, and love each other. Because I would not fuck with the crew that we have here tonight. In the meantime, it's good to be a clown right now. It's election season, right? Personally, I don't vote because I feel like my people are overrepresented as it is. And also, I don't vote because the system's like really designed to oppress repeat offenders. And it's like, come on, let me vote. But anyway. Everything cool? Is everybody happy down here? Is everyone still enjoying their night? Alright. A little love can inspire some nasty thoughts, and we embrace those nasty thoughts when they're consensual, and we kick them out the door when they're not. Now I wanna, one more time, I gotta do this one more, because I'll probably never have this chance again. I wanna hear it on the left side of your face. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I wanna hear it over here on this side of your face. I feel like I just played Numbers Fest, you guys. Thank you so much. Alright, now let's get to it. You're not here to listen to me babble. And I could not be more excited for our next act. She's had my heart since day one, and by the time tonight's over, she's gonna have every single one of yours too. She's one schöne Fräulein. She's here to put a little pep in your step and get your schnitzen grooving at attention. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I know. This microphone keeps changing height. I have a feeling it's not the only thing. Bring it down a little bit. Oh, one more time. She knows it's not food, it's not whiskey, it's not random fellatio. Mel Brooks is the way to a man's heart, am I right? I love that movie. Do you love that movie? We all love that movie. It was our dad's excuse to be racist, right? Fucking conservative prick. I promised myself I wouldn't ask who he's voting for this year. I haven't asked him yet. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask the old man who he's voting for. Don't want to know. You guys will be my support. Thank you. I appreciate that. And for the record, you know, clowns don't do politics, but I've been feeling the burn since way before it is cool. feeling the burn for like 2 years since they started turning me away from the clinic. And if you guys want to feel the burn, I'll help spread the love, you know. That's what socialism's all about. My healthcare is your healthcare, and your healthcare is my herpes. Now let's get to it. We got something real sweet coming up next. A familiar face under a slightly new guise. From the forest of your most decadent dreams and late-night fantasies comes a lumberjane who can fell a tree and pitch your tent all in one hearty swoop. She's here to bring new meaning to the phrase log jamming. I'm talking about death. When I found out that booty tassels were a thing, my laptop battery broke and YouTube banned me for life. I actually wear them all the time. It's just nice to feel them like swishing around. You know, real quick, I gotta do something. This is just for me. I'm gonna Snapchat this real quick. I need, on the count of 3, I need everybody to say science and math real loud. 1, 2, 3. Science and math, baby. A lot of you don't know how much that means to me, but some of you know how much that means to me. I love you for that. Anyway, I'm going to quit having too much fun up here because this show is not about me as much as I wish it was. I'm going to introduce our next act. And you guys, I want you all, everybody take a deep breath with me right now. Ready? In.
I'd like to try that.
Out. Feel your heart rate slow down a little bit and savor it, because that's the last time that's going to happen. Honestly, you should all probably just go do some sun salutations to just get yourselves mentally prepared for what's about to happen here. Our next performer has been exposing her innermost desires for over 2 years with Moonstruck Burlesque. And when I say over, I mean over by a day. This is anniversary number 2 of the night. Who are we looking at next? I'm so lost, you guys. That whiskey I had was a prop, but now it's gone. Shrimp cocktail. We have our next guest performer of the evening. She's a slippery little dish, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. She's the executive producer of the Pineapple Pasty Parade, the juiciest parade in C-Town. She slid her way all the way down Highway 77 like it was a polished brass pole just to be here tonight. She's 1 in a trillion. She's Ohio's favorite appetizer. Now let me tell you something right now. I see it in a lot of eyes out there, that flare, that, oh, I wish I was up there, you know, because when you see us all being sexy as hell, doing our things up here, you get the bug. And I'll tell you something, Moonstruck is one of the most open groups I've ever met in my life, and I'll tell you something, burlesque can change your life. Before I found Moonstruck Burlesque, I was just a sad, homeless clown. And look at me now. If I do 6 more shows, they're gonna buy me a hat that fits. Moving on with Moonstruck Burlesque. She's an Athens, Ohio native. She's been turning heads, snapping necks and cashing checks since the day I met her. She's built quite a reputation for herself. And tonight, she invites us to share in her most decadent affair to date. She will explore the depths of a sexual obsession so strong it can never be broken. A moist and messy kind of love that is as satisfying as it is destructive. A love so reckless that one can't help but consume with hasty greed the object of her desire. We may try to resist the forbidden loves we encounter, but we always give in to temptation in the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the inescapably devoted, the scarily smitten, the sexy Miss. What can I say? Oh. Clementine, I creamed about 6 cupcakes while you were doing that. I need a cold shower and a fucking insulin shot, please. Stat. Oh, I'm not even joking, I'm breaking character right now. You guys, I'm telling you, if you want to do burlesque, she gave me this job, I had to audition for it, and my jaw is still a little sore. She's sweet though. Are you well rested? Re-energized for the second half of our decadent performances. Our first act of the second half of our show. Returning to the stage tonight is a sinister performer here to seduce you with 2 of my favorite deadly sins. You know, under every $1,000 suit there lies a treasure much more valuable. And tonight we have a subversive treat just for you selfish little Philistines. I see that glimmer of greed in your eyes. You know, greed and lust have been bedmates since the dawn of time, since before the Old Testament was written. But tonight they come together perfectly, and we will see them personified on this very stage. Ladies and gentlemen, if lust destroyed Greece and greed destroyed Rome, then surely all of civilization shall crumble tonight before Veronica. Sir, I saw you counting your change, but her exchange rate is too high. I'm sorry. And they said those coins would never add up to anything. Now, returning to the stage for her second performance of the evening is Columbus's personal train wreck celebrity diva. I'm still waiting for her sex tape to come out because I look really, really good in it. She's currently cleansing her palate. I'd like to tell you why, but I can't. So anyway, while we wait, let's talk. Let's get to know each other. You, sir, in the beard. I actually really like your beard. What's her name? Noah. Noah. Like Noah's Ark. Yeah. You come from a biblical family? Are you religious? Oh, alright. You look like a priest I once knew, that's why I asked. Alright. So, all the way, you know, her body lives in Columbus these days, but her loins will permanently belong to Athens, I can assure you that. She's a regular member of our troupe. She's a demented she-beast who doesn't look for love, she possesses it. She'll step on your balls in a 6-inch stiletto and then blow you a kiss as she walks away. And let me tell you something, she's the best mess in a handmade dress since J. Edgar Hoover. Ladies and gentlemen. Alright, our next performer returning to the stage puts the O in Toledo. You guys aren't down for the glory hole jokes yet. Have a few more, come on. It's after midnight. Our next performer puts the O in Toledo. He has so much soul it should be illegal. A small man who's actually quite large where it counts. His precise and unparalleled dance moves will linger on your memory like a wet dream you don't want to wake up from. He's earned many titles over the years, including Mr. Toledo King. He's currently the reigning Mr. Brett's King. He's living proof that the best things come in the cutest fucking packages. Did you happen to notice that awesome belt buckle? Kind of reminded me of Boy Scouts, which is weird because I was already feeling kind of weird and now I'm thinking about that one troop leader. It was consensual.
Good.
2 honks for Troop 33! Troop 33! Alright, now listen up. I'm not here to air my hang-ups, but it seems to keep happening. I'm here to introduce some sexy shit. Are you guys all warmed up? Are you feeling good? You still got some juice in your engines? Some fire in your loins? Some saliva on your lips? Alright. Well, the serpentine and seductive dance moves of our next performer have become notorious all over the state of Ohio and perhaps even the world. She's a co-founding member of Moonstruck Burlesque. None of us would be here having this much fun right now if it weren't for her. She's an established force in the burlesque scene, and she's here to put a little skip in your step and that pep in your pants. I'm talking about everybody's favorite not kosher treat. Front row here was mesmerized. Girl, I could see the swirls in your eyeballs. I don't think I'm the only one with cake on my brain right now. Erin's got cake on her brain. Alright, you guys still alive out there? Is this an audience or like a sick Greek orgy oil painting? I don't know. You guys, I gotta talk about something here, something that we've always been about at Moonstruck Burlesque. We might not come out and say it blatantly, but I'm gonna say it right now because you need to know it. Gender is fluid. It's less about what's between your legs and more about what's in your heart. It seems simple enough, it's a hard concept for some people to grasp. If you need a lesson, a private lesson, I'll teach you a little bit about gender fluids. I mean, the fluidity of gender. We'll get our Foucault on, you know what I mean? Now listen, I mean, if it's all a bit confusing, embrace it. If you feel a little bit confused right now, enjoy it. Because that's part of the journey. And here to help you on that journey, here to help you believe in all kinds of miracles and stroke the androgynous flames of your heart, is the belle of bell bottoms, the high queen of handlebars. You guys look like you're finally starting to loosen up. I do want to reiterate that you're all standing on a dance floor right now. I know you're mesmerized, but if you're not smelling each other's sweat at this point, you're all doing something very wrong. You guys know where this cupcake has been? Me neither. It's very sweet. You want some, darling?
I can't. Okay, I understand.
We like to keep them eating out the palm of our hands, right, ladies? Alright, get loose. Returning to the stage is a performer as lovely as a flower, but as prickly as a thorn. I'm licking my fingers for all kinds of reasons right now. Her delicate exterior is cast aside to expose a fiery vixen who tempts even the firmest of wills. Her name has been whispered desperately into the night by both high kings and lowly beggars, and speaking personally by a few high beggars as well. The luckiest among you could never even hope to suck her small toe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the one, the only, the Ohio honey with the platinum pussy, Miss making it happen.
That doesn't make sense. 77 doesn't
Now put your hands together and spread your legs for our final performance of the evening. Eine kleine Nachtspeise, the ever spunky.
Oh!